I'll be honest, man. When it comes to the fucking drinking stuff, like, I feel so fucking stupid when I end up getting drunk, act like an idiot or whatever, but it's just like, I can't hardly even express how frustrated I am about just the state of the world, the state of my life, the state of damn near everything. I need something to fucking take the edge off, kind of basically, you know? Because I feel like I'm just watching a fucking train wreck happen, like, constantly. Or like I don't know. I look at the world and I see absolute fucking horrors beyond anything I ever could have dreamed of in my fucking worst nightmares. And it's like every day, everywhere, there's some kind of bullshit. There's some kind of drama. There's some kind of shit going on, you know? Like there's like a constant fucking threat and constant force just pushing you and pushing you and pushing you. Won't leave you the fuck alone. And there doesn't seem to be hardly anywhere to be able to find peace. Fuck, man, I just want to live. I want to grow a fucking garden. You know, this place could be so beautiful. There's so much potential for good in the world, but it's just everything gets so ugly. And there's ugliness within that even, you know, it like permeates the air. It's like everywhere. And it's hard to not be corrupted by it yourself. And I can see the ugliness within myself sometimes, and just, but it's almost just like feels like a defense mechanism. Because I feel like I'm being chased or something, you know. Like I'd said before, like a deer or something, and there's just massive pack of wolves just chasing me everywhere, howling and barking at the fucking door, like everywhere. And you can't even hardly stop to catch your breath. There's just some drama or some bullshit just constantly, steadily. I mean, you can't even hardly take a fucking drive and find any relaxation in that, because there's always going to be some kind of asshole like riding your ass on the fucking, you know, behind you on the road, or you know, people driving like idiots, you know. Even drive out in the fucking country or something, try to go down a country road or something, try to relax. Like most of the time you got somebody trying to ride your ass or just fucking with you in traffic. It's like everywhere, man. It's like there's almost no peace to be had. Anytime I've tried to find peace, it's just denied to me. People talk about a fucking housing shortage. Fuck, there's more probably houses and apartments and stuff just sitting there empty. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's more mansions like actual mansions that are sitting there empty than there are homeless people in the fucking goddamn world, basically. And it's just like the prices are just jacked up so high. These things, and some things aren't even for sale. Things just sit there. They just sit there empty. There's all these goddamn. You can go on YouTube anytime type in abandoned mansion or something, right? So you can see like hundreds, thousands, and thousands of videos of people going into all these different abandoned mansions all over the fucking world, man. People, mansions there. They got fucking like pictures and clothes hanging in the closet, cars parked in the garage, just fucking abandoned. And then there's all these places that are like for sale for so expensive that you could never afford, and the property taxes are so fucking high that there's just like mansions everywhere just empty. They're everywhere, dude. And nobody can, pretty much nobody can afford it. Like, even if a lot of these places, even if you were a multi-millionaire, you'd be stupid to buy a lot of these places because the property taxes are so fucking high. You end up paying $65,000, $100 something thousand a year just for property taxes. That's why you see like Hollywood stars and shit, people that are like rich beyond belief, living in little fucking apartments and shit because even they can't hardly afford to live in a fucking like a real house on some land. They're like, goddamn, just getting screwed on property taxes, screwed on the bills. Just people living on the street everywhere, and they're just putting high-rise apartments everywhere. And it's not a fucking housing shortage. It's things are way too fucking expensive. That's what the fucking problem is. The taxes are so goddamn high, you're getting fucked in the ass. And people don't even realize how high taxes are. Like, people don't even know. Like, you're getting taxed probably 90 something percent or something, And fucking our ancestors fought a war because there's 2% tax on tea or some shit, right? And we're getting taxed for like 90 something percent between property taxes and everything you buy, everything you do. You got to realize how many layers of taxes there are, and then you'll start to see what I mean. Like, for instance, a pack of cigarettes in reality probably worth about 10 to 15 cents maybe, but they go for like $12. And like most of the shit you buy, you'd be paying $10 for something. It's probably really only worth like 10 cents. But it's just been taxed so many fucking times that it drove the price up so high. Like all the steps from field to table or whatever. Tax, 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 taxes and fees, taxes and fees. So people can't even afford to get into a fucking apartment because you got to be making like minimum $54,000 a year, which means you'd have to be working like full time, making almost $30 an hour or something to even afford to rent a fucking apartment, to even be allowed to rent an apartment, that is. And almost nobody makes that much, man. Fucking nurses and shit working at the hospital and stuff don't even fucking make that much most of the time, If they have an apartment now, it's because they rented it fucking 10 or 15 years ago or something. So they were able to get in back then because there weren't so many rules in the application process as there are now. Most of the people that have apartments and shit now, if they hadn't got into those apartments like 10, 15, 20 years ago, like they wouldn't, if they tried to apply to get in today, like they would be denied because they don't make enough money You know, they don't make enough money to be approved for the application. People paying fucking $1,800 a month. Well, but you can't smoke. Can't do anything here. I can just walk into your place and rifle through your shit anytime we want, by the way. Like, goddamn. Hey, you don't believe me? Don't believe me? Look at all those videos of people, just wandering into abandoned mansions. There's like huge, absolutely amazing mansions and empty houses and things everywhere. Everywhere. All over the fucking place, man. And then there's ones that are for sale. You can look at that too. Look at the ones that are for sale, like how many there are. It's a ridiculous amount of like luxurious like palace mansions and stuff that nobody can fucking afford. And they just sit there for years and years and years. Maybe, sit there for a century even, and nobody lives in them. No, one of the mansions, for instance, is like the one that, what was it, Carnegie lived in or something, There's like places that have, huge mansions that have mostly just been empty since the fucking Titanic, you know? And it's all over the place, man. They're all over the place. There's entire cities that are empty. Every house, every motel room, every hospital, every school building, every library, every shopping mall, empty. Everything's there. Like, you walk into the store, everything that was in the store is still in the store. you know, it's like that all over the fucking place, man. All over the fucking place. But if I was to like say drive to one of these places and try to like move, just go into one of the buildings or something, they're liable to sick the cops on you. That's the fucking situation we're in the world, man. It's fucked up.